There's more to this scene, so many levels of meaning. So even just being there in Samaria, this is in Samaria, okay? Where the Samaritans live that the Jewish people do not like. So even just being there was breaking a cultural rule because Jews did not usually even step foot in Samaria. So the reason why they hated the Samaritans so much was they considered the Samaritans to be like half-breeds, okay? Samaritans considered themselves to be Jewish people and worship the one true God. They considered that of themselves, but the Jewish people from the Israelites did not consider them to be true Jewish people. The Samaritans did not worship God in the temple in Jerusalem. They weren't really welcome there. So they had their own temple outside of Jerusalem. And so the Jewish people viewed this as a desecration. Okay, so they hated and despised the Samaritans. Okay, another level of meaning to this scene. The location itself is really, really, really important. Okay, the entire scene is prophetic and deeply meaningful simply because of where it is located. So John tells us that this is Jacob's well. This is Jacob's well in the city of Sychar in Samaria. And we know this because this is what John tells us in John 4. Okay, now the city in Samaria, the city of, I'm not sure how to say it, Sychar, is actually the ancient city of Shechem that we see in the Old Testament. So it was the capital city of the Samaritans. And here's what happened in this location. This is where God first appears to Abraham. Okay, so if you know your Old Testament stories, Abraham is the founding father of the Jewish people, the Jewish nation. Before Abraham, there were no Jewish people, okay? And God appeared to Abraham right here in this location, okay, where Jesus has this conversation with the Samaritan woman. This is where God appeared to Abraham 1900 years before and promised Abraham, he makes a covenant with Abraham and promises him that this land right here is going to belong to your descendants. And Abraham builds an altar to God here. So this place is really, really, really significant in Jewish history. And it's very significant for Christians as well, because it's the beginning of all of this, of the Jewish people, of the Old Testament, and ultimately of the lineage of Jesus Christ, our Savior. So this is the beginning of the Jewish nation in this very location. And then later, Abraham's grandson, Jacob, buys some land here, and he digs this well. This very well where Jesus is sitting and asks the woman, the Samaritan woman, to draw some water for him and give him a drink. So significant. So the very first time Jesus, the Son of God, clearly claims that he is the prophesied Messiah is to a woman, a Samaritan woman of questionable reputation. And it is in this very place where all of the Jewish nation began, a very prophetic place. Jesus is breaking all the rules by this interaction right here.